Episode 2.
Dojo podcast season 18 episode 2. Ke rata ho dumedisa mapagane ya kaofela ezimnyama ngankane ezamagepola ezamagepola kabaskora so big is phezulu Orlando Pirates football club.
This one only knows
champion.
Bona tsena bona a win Pirates. You only status side game this. I hope I get I win the Pirates. That's the only time you'll ever see anything remotely connected to sports limited.
The go shebeletse
oh no she le game ya teng.
Ke la ka shebella
le majita.
Yeah.
Le plometse le majita ka dale.
Ai.
Lena kutlile da Orlando ha ba kora. There was an eruption.
Oh
you can New Year's Eve.
When was Orlando da?
Na ba sa dlala Orlando, ba dlala Durban ka ba. Active na ba
Bombay.
Mara ke the home. It was erupted.
Yeah.
Erupted.
Le rugby, I think I heard that.
Yeah, it was a big sporting weekend.
Yes. Yeah, I heard that did well.
Yeah, Xhosas were happy.
Always.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a rugby carry back by to wait, innit?
Yeah.
Game in like a 9.
Yeah, keep on back.
Who's saying, eh?
Yeah.
Otherwise, le sharp.
Yeah, sharp. We guys hosty we monarch bengle.
Oh yeah.
Har bende boat to.
Yeah, where we coming from?
We coming to you live from
Honeyban.
Honeyban.
Yeah.
Honeyban.
Ke Honeyban.
Honeyban is a mudim.
Ki green side, ne?
Yeah, green side.
Yeah.
Honeyban. We've had the owner before.
Yes. Yes.
It's a sex health shop.
Sex health shop.
And about barata ba di tlonka sex as if that's not how they came into this world.
Yeah. But it's a sex health.
It's a sex health store. He told us that at the time he was building the store.
Yeah.
It hadn't been built when Doms came. Ne? It hadn't been built. It was just online. Ne?
Online.
So he physically opened the shop. He's the first black sex entrepreneur that I know.
Same. I don't know any other one.
Hey, correct myself because women of negotiable affections are sex entrepreneurs.
Sex work is work, like
Sex work is work.
But a sex, I want to say business. Getting shop, man.
Shop.
Shop.
Yeah. Mara, sex health.
I think
this is a sex health.
I think that there's an evolution, obviously, in the industry. So
sure.
Before, I think people would visit this shop as a CD activity. We part up, but now it's like people come with as a couple.
Yeah.
It's about saying, it's about managing sex like any part of your life, like finances, like your weight, your mental health.
Exactly.
People are no longer shy to talk about sex. So we are here because we want to destigmatize that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That's why we are here.
Yeah, man.
Word. So check it out, man.
Check it out.
Honeyban in Greenside. It's 25.
Yes. Glen
Eagles.
Yeah.
Glen Eagles.
25 Glen Eagles Road, Greenside.
Yeah, Greenside.
Honeyban. Check it out, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cool stuff in here.
Yeah, a lot of.
So come have a look.
Yeah, to help you.
How about your batahaya?
in your sex health journey.
Straight batahaya.
How far are you in your mental health journey?
Yeah, how far are you in your sex? Sex health journey.
Actually, I can imagine why it would be a journey. From the moment that you realize your dick don't get up to how you got here.
or maybe
what was this journey? It's a journey, bro. It's a journey.
But maybe you're not having the type of sex you're hoping to have.
Actually, when I was talking to Doms, sorry, but if I catch you. When I was speaking to Doms, I was realizing, there's a lot of stuff when you are close-minded, where you think your problem is so far off or it's so unique.
Yeah.
But it's because you're not searching for information. You're not going out there.
I will imagine. You're not. There's still a bit of taboo,
especially when it comes to things like aphrodisiacs, right?
Yeah.
Because it's still like a very black marketish approach to it. Like the way you see niggas dealing with erectile dysfunction. Right.
You often hear like online, hey, you're 30, but you already have ED. It's like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? There's a bit of shame.
There's a stigma.
And there's various reasons why people could have ED. Maybe you have diabetes.
Yeah.
Well, because diabetes has, as a side effect,
Yes.
low sugar can lead to that. Because to find who there's actually things out here that could help you, assist you on ED, maybe based through health.
The mental health is there's a lot on our mind. So
Anxiety.
to get us off sexually requires a lot of assistance.
Exactly, bro.
Because
Kopala, in my first year of working, kinale mediane ngwe so it was a lackluster performance.
On your part.
Yeah.
Ka mora go tshwere ke stress ne.
Already giving you a group.
Since our
That was her giving me a reason.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
It was your first encounter with her.
No, it wasn't.
Or then she was already.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. Exactly. And I am fair.
But I think that's how open it should be.
Exactly.
The discussion around sex. That's how open it should be.
I get niggas don't take kindly to things like that. I get shy every time. Shy every time, and I'm finding reality tells us different. I wish shy every
But I
time.
like that girl because a lot of other girls they tend to blame themselves.
Is it?
Yeah, like if
I've never heard a girl blame herself for.
I've read a lot like women
They
would like.
don't, but it's your fault. It's always your
No,
fault.
but I've heard a lot for
Aye.
some women. They
Aye.
think like maybe banally anxiety issues. They be like, "Don't you find me sexy? Like why only?"
Yeah, I've come across that.
Yeah, I've come across that.
Yeah. Or maybe there's something wrong with her.
Wabo. So, but yeah, man. As you continue on your sex
Health journey.
Couple
and
of
sex-
yes, you bitch.
It is your fault. It is
Or
your
you're just tired, man.
Yeah, it is your fucking fault, bro. Like, suck this shit, bro. Like,
It's a bad day in the office.
yeah, man. Suck this thing.
Everybody
for
gets one.
Everybody gets a bad day in the office.
Exactly. So yeah, and when I'm to the buyer dog, like assisted toys, assisted baby tongue, the concoction.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Even for ladies,
Even
even
for-
if you come by yourself, Dom is going to show you very exciting toys that you can
Just like
use.
jumping, low
Yeah,
jumpies.
even as a first-time buyer,
Yeah.
in a suction.
It's a nyana,
And they're very inconspicuous looking. Like it looks like
like a perfume bar.
one of your little accessories that already exist in your handbag. So
And the jumpies.
it's very exciting.
And a woman, don't shame men that use sex enhancement or complementary toys. Kanje ufuna uncedo. Into engxaki ngawo. Into engxaki ngawo. Kanje.
No,
Don't-
like,
Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we all want a nut, bro.
Yeah.
So whatever helps us get there,
Yeah.
let's use it, bro.
That's why like
Ntho enngwe le enngwe e re thusang hore re fihle moo.
it should be seen as a sex complementary tools rather than a replacement. Yeah, it's part of the.
It's part of the thing.
It's how intense do we want it, or there's something that we need.
Sure.
Or how sensual do we want? We just go to the drawer for something sensual. Like, how are we feeling like? What type of night it is, Wabo? But if you're gonna approach it as if like, no, I could never deliver without these things, then maybe that might be a problem.
Sure.
the only thing that is still mind-boggling to me is this truth or dare game where it says up to 12 of you can play. Like, are we all 12 of us having sex with each other?
As a couple.
Like, is it like...
Yeah, sometimes I get there's the
Swing clubs,
swing clubs. Swing clubs.
So most sihlale etafuleni sonke and then like
As
you
a
see
couple, yeah.
so
6 couples.
if mna now see a couple now uze nomuntu wakho now so siya hey
But I get it just decided beforehand.
Hooray.
This is
We are on that type of
yeah.
exploratory type of,
Yeah, this is the club.
Nening se re-
we're those type of friends.
nening se re tswa re lwana la re le majita mfana media o nkhawathile.
Yeah. like kind of it's just a kind of game.
or media house o jwetsa wena hey tshweme ya o nlimaditse.
It's it's like spin the bottle for grown people, bro.
For grown people.
Yeah, basically.
I don't think I'm at that level of adulting yet.
Yeah.
I'll try that. Ngopotsa o tsheng ere e batlile tsheng media ya cheater wabo. So o batla botsa ngwana na hore I can't just forgive this thing. It le kae lo kwa ya teng. Wa utlwa kana teng e ne se tinya haholo. Oh so ine le tinya.
That's the last thing you need to add. That's one of the last things you need to be asking.
Ine se tinya. But yeah, guys, kids who hate are sexy.
Yeah, man. Come
Eugenics come through.
Sure, bro, sure. Ngaba kena hey, Bali, Ukraine.
Okay, grand, yes.
Yeah. How's your week been?
It's been a good week. I went home for a little bit yesterday, Friday.
So which side, ne?
So it's a side, yeah. Caught up on
Wakalogo wala stupu.
locals. And then I get blimble tabang on Friday night.
Stupunda.
What if batho ba tsebe ntho?
Sorry.
Na ke tswa ke le Durban.
Sorry, hey.
Ka bapala.
Sorry.
Onomnati ka
Sorry.
Yeah, but the weather was nice.
Yeah.
I know it is.
Like thola di biri.
Lati. Le re tshotse sport se se mbadi le na exhausting. Ka tswa di ka sitse. Tsangata jwang.
And I'm sorry for
Cheap
that.
wena ba sa.
Nice.
It's cheap. Rekile ngbuto tse 3 le di can
Hey.
for auswamba.
That's what I love about guys.
No,
Guys,
like
when they
it
be
shows.
cheapy, you know.
Clipper, you good.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Clipper, you
Yeah,
good.
yeah, some good.
Therefore,
It's a 4 bill.
therefore,
Nice.
clip.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was dope.
Alright, winner, Ukraine.
Yeah, that was nothing much. Nothing
Easy.
Hey, the way we cheap. That's why like I want to know much that khona go ya jwale nga sa asina nyo ka patshiri ya wa. Ma ka tong tsa unza kopa di 5 rand ka mfana o tlatsa ka 5 rand.
Sure. It's a
Go
bugele.
kopa nengoto.
Go thwe be kopa. A qale fatshe. Go ntsa etsa wa the whole night ka mfana.
And
How fita mama yeah.
man.
Sure. And ba teng taverneng.
Yeah.
Ba baya blind.
So about saying Sergeant about Marble Eyes that I think I want to report that shit
What
to
is it?
someone
Keep Marble Eyes.
somewhere. It's like this liquor in sachets or in these small bottles.
It's the ice squinches
It's the ice squishes, nyana.
Yeah.
I have such a problem with that shit.
King Yashap.
And it's cheap. It's like ridiculous. Like it's cheaper than buying bread. You can get 2 or 3 of those things.
You haven't seen these sachets. Sometimes like it's brandy, sometimes
Yes,
vodka.
vodka, white double and
Yeah,
no.
white double and
Yeah. It's like a shot.
Yeah,
But
of
it's not
sorts.
like a shot. It's like you can use that shit if you are a normal person with deshelando with
a liter.
whatever.
Yeah.
But now you're drinking it on its own.
On its own.
It's like imagine
damn.
upeti inipi 1818 nje wena.
and ba shapela flow.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
go
straight to the
Or-
head. ne? God damn.
The lady that stays opposite Git
Opela, that's your
who's
shit.
saying so Maban was saying as I was walking like I like to stand at the gate and just
Yeah.
she was already lit. It's like 9 in the
ends.
morning, bruh.
To
I'm
the
like,
ends.
bruh.
Yeah.
God damn, man. I get to
Not
actually
to have a
go.
reporter somewhere. Yes,
No,
okay,
dingata, they
some
always
people
come
come
and they
on.
go go fitleng e tswe dingata.
Yeah, people want cheap alcohol.
Hona le ngwe ke nje na ba ke rain dance. Wa itse
It is box wine.
ke papsa.
Popsak.
Ho tume ona ka ba ke rain dance. Ke lebitso
Ya ba shapa.
Yeah.
Yeah, sharp, bro.
hona le ngwe ke ni lebitso la na ka re ke Savannah mara skin Nirvana.
Nivan.
Ke half price ya Savannah.
Yeah.
Brand ya teng e tshwana le Savannah. E bitswa Nirvana.
Yeah, sharp.
Yo.
God damn, man.
Ya tabu.
Hey, do you get these things, dog?
Yeah, classic dumping ground sometimes, no.
When I'm home, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Alright, man.
I'm alright, all things considered.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, Lena nigga the past 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
only
can, yeah, it's like you can see 2 weeks in a row.
Adulting myself.
Yeah, adulting. So come on, fool.
That's how we've seen you since before we went to the L, ne?
Yeah.
We haven't seen you in weeks
Yeah,
and weeks.
yeah.
We haven't seen that.
Yeah,
It just hit me actually.
I missed you, man.
3 weeks without seeing 3 months, 2 months without seeing this nigga.
Hey.
And balumpula blind hare the L.
Yeah.
E ka gona lantsa e bataganya wena masisi.
Eish. Yeah, so it's a
Plus, you've been busy because you just came off a tax season.
Yeah, unolibizi dog. Unolibizi.
You've been scarce. Even in the group.
Yeah, you
Hey, unolibizi. Khona no huba.
Bona.
Izinyana.
You coming up for end.
Khona no go kya bona ibona.
Gotta go to the street and re-establish.
You know. Khona kya bona no. Yeah, but in fetu ya ntonyana sepaya ra.
No, that's good. That's good.
Alright, man.
Oh wait, I got a plug.
Oh, yeah.
I got a plug. There's a business I want to plug. This business is a mobile mechanic business.
Okay.
It's called Standby Auto Repairs.
Okay.
They come to you to fix your car, be it
They come to your
service.
place.
Yeah, service. So it's like a auto electrician, mobile mechanic. So if you have a breakdown, if you need to do a service, oil change, gear problem, oil leak, whatever it may be, I'll plug the details in the video as to where you can get a hold of them. Save it in your WhatsApp. You might need it.
Yeah. Give them a call. Back out where you are, ne?
Yes.
Alright, man.
Dope,
Sounds
dope,
good. Sounds good. Especially had Dojo, these quick vices. There was a thing this weekend. The school in Benoni, they Batozidi Reconnecting 221 devices that
I saw
vapes.
that.
And it's like a primary school. No, it's in primary school, man. High school. These
And guns.
and
knives.
guns and knives and a few a lot in a little vape.
Yeah, in a little vape.
In a little vape. And it basically said like how wide scale, this
Vaping culture is.
Yeah, vaping culture for high schoolers, bro,
Yeah.
and people under 18.
Yeah.
Which had a lot of people discussing obviously these new rules that are gonna be coming through. There's a new bill about
To categorize them as cigarettes.
Yeah.
Dog, at my son's school, they found new vapes. That's primary.
And that's primary, bro. And then
There's a newsletter that went out but warning us, like they found some vapes on some kids.
Jesus, bro. So lena tsekeleka sida agre nto tseke vape so body danyana tsa ka tsa family. Hona le wa mpona ke ntho ke vape. Bona ka re ba ibitsa truth or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they call it. Yeah, I think they call it truth or whatever. And then one more ka he's in baby how only standard 10. Yeah, since standard 10, man.
Grade 10.
Yeah, grade 10. Yeah, grade 10. Or no, live on about true father. He's under 18. He's probably like 15 or 16 or something, I think.
It's a pandemic.
Yeah, no.
But do you think
I love vaping, but there has to be a line, bro.
Vape, like it makes it attractive to children because now it smells like mango
and
and
it's gadgety.
strawberries and it looks like a fucking Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
So what
they are actually
what would
marketing
we
it to children.
what would we
Doesn't
rather
get
have, because we didn't have vapes and we want cigarettes,
Yeah, but there was a hard line.
but we weren't wilding out. So what would you rather have? Because the kids will experiment with something.
Yeah.
It's just not cigarettes now, it's something else.
Yeah, it's vapes.
So it's a how can I say it? It's a less harmful nicotine option.
Yeah.
Except now they are nothing throughout the day. Whereas
Yeah.
when you guys were smoking cigarettes, you could only sneak in 2 or 3 cigarettes
Yeah.
in a day.
Mara,
Did we?
Yes, because I need to say school in Langalonga, you can't exactly smoke at school. Did you guys smoke at school?
We smoked
yeah,
at
we
school,
smoked at
bruh.
school.
Yeah. The toilet.
We smoked at school. During break.
Yeah.
Botela kamera class it up.
Mara, yona in its imsala hore smoking.
It was a social stigma.
Yeah, hore ke ntho ya batho ba baholo.
No, but even now, vapes are not allowed to be sold to under 18s, and there's warning labels on the packs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says a digital cigarette.
So I don't think they're being treated any different.
Hi man, it's
So
just
what I'm trying to figure out is like, what's the uproar about? Because kids are smoking. If it wasn't vapes, it would be cigarettes. So what would you rather have? And you can't say nothing because it'll be one of the two.
There will be something.
Yeah. Eish. Jalo mara nna ke nahana hape a big part is the often miscommunication ya hore I want this thing ya hore vele it's a healthier alternative
or less harmful.
Less harmful. Mara just because you're now saying it's less harmful and it's a bit healthier, now ubula the floodgates okay le bana bagatsu.
Yeah. I think both Murise and Mali's points can be true in that kids are always going to experiment anyway. Ne?
Yeah,
however, the rate and the extent to which they are going through kadi vape is more accelerated than if it was just cigarettes.
Yeah.
On the basis of the fact that what happens at kadi vape, even but never sometimes they even vape in front of kids.
Yeah.
So the temptation and the exposure is now higher than when people only had cigarettes.
Like,
Because of the smoke.
But right now,
but even
but
then,
now you're smoking in the house.
Now
Now
you kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah. So you are right, but I just think
Guys,
the extent.
Guys, I grew up a smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah? We grew up seeing people smoke. Cigarettes were very much prevalent. There's people that even smoke around their kids.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
I've seen somebody a white man in his Hilux, family in the car, cigarette burning outside the window.
Right,
Yeah.
actually.
You've seen that.
Yeah.
You've seen that. So back to my question. Why are we wilding out so much?
Because I do think Maurice still, I do think that
there's an
vaping
uptake,
accelerates it.
Yeah, there's
How
an
so?
uptake, bro.
Like I'm saying, I can also say to you, I didn't grow up as a smoker, right? But the amount of times when I was seeing, and I mean, I've worked in the smoking industry too, but, and there were studies we used to do, which is called like a smoking incidence. So those studies are done, right? People are, if you take a controlled environment, the before and the after picture, with the introduction of vaping, what you've done to the smoking population, you've even added people that were never otherwise cigarette smokers. So the pool of smokers in the market has increased, which by consequence increases the exposure. And then between these two types of pools of smokers, one now looks even more cool.
Yeah.
Because it's gadgety, it's fruitier, it's tastier.
They look,
right.
yeah.
So now the temptation of trial, which is the one thing that you get people into the industry, trial goes up very, very high. And the usage is different. That's why I get it. Even if Mutona took, the moment they switch to vape instead of cigarettes, the places where they use it increases. Because before it was a smell, smell. Like the female smokers used to be like that. But with the vape, others will just go to the bathroom
because it doesn't
or
smell.
to the bedroom or while I'm cooking. So the profile of a vapor and a smoker is a bit different.
Yeah.
Is a bit different.
They weren't even the amount of women that smoke now, that vape now, is not equivalent to the amount of women that used to smoke cigarette, because it was something that
it was shameful.
It was frowned upon for a woman to smoke.
Whatever.
You don't have the same stigma when it comes to vaping. So a lot of people that never used to be smokers
have now become
vapers.
Are now nicotine addicts, yeah?
Someone has taken up a habit they were never originally a part of. Because I understand people that transition from smoking cigarettes to say,
vaping.
okay, I'm now going to choose the healthier option. But you didn't smoke in the past.
Yeah.
Suddenly.
And that's what's happening with a lot of the kids as well.
Yeah.
That's what's happening with a lot of the kids.
And it's not big, and because it's not as harsh as smoking a cigarette,
I was gonna say that,
so it's easier for even people. Because what put me off smoking, I did try smoking when I was also in high school, but the coughing and like it was just
the smell,
so tedious. Like it just felt like such a full-time job. But when I started vaping, I didn't experience the same.
Yeah, even learning how to smoke.
Yes.
Like even just learning how to smoke. Like
inhale.
Yeah, because learning how to smoke a cigarette and smoking a vape are two
different things.
Yeah.
And when I tried to smoke, I used to try with Vogue. I used to find Vogue Slims incredibly sexy. So I wanted to be a Vogue Slim smoker.
Yeah.
Because of how they positioned it.
Because the cool aunties in Filiasdorp were smoking Vogue Slims. But I just never took to it because You
couldn't get past.
It's so hard smoking.
Yeah.
Autiaga would put him off cigarettes when he first tried it. You know how blockers are built. You get that rush.
That rush.
So like it hit him with
So hard.
such force that he jerked his head back.
It's hard. It's hard.
That was his first and last time he touched a cigarette.
Good for him.
Not because I remember I tried the first time I tried a cigarette in Eleganto, Kakrivine. Remember the minty ones? Yeah. Those because because it's minty.
The sensation,
There's
a bridge.
It makes it easier.
it was a bridge.
That head rush, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, then it hit me.
It was a lot.
Fucking crazy.
When was it? How old were you, or which grade were you when you tried your first cigarette?
Fuck. It could have been kind of in standard 8, standard 9.
High school already.
Yeah, high school.
Didn't even touch primary.
Yeah, because nearly shopo.
My first experimenting with cigarettes was grade 7. I had a friend who was I had a friend, Abdul, full-time smoker. Abdul in grade 7 was a full-time smoker.
That's crazy.
Full-time.
That's fucking crazy.
He would I like a toilet when the time I didn't do a lot.
Okay,
so you could never really know who the smell is coming from.
Yeah.
Because his father could have been in there.
Yeah.
Hey. Fana Zubara. Ketala Selenka was a good professor. Fuck. Chape display. I could walk out. Kimu hoodie, Kimu Sao
How to go
Stevie Sao Sharp. Abdul was a full-time smoker. I used to get cigarettes from him.
Yeah, Kenano to be Jesus. Yeah, when we learned to never blow my cone and get into a shop on that. We just tried getting loose.
I just never got into smoking, and I just don't even know how I escaped it.
Once I got addicted, and that was in grade 12.
Yeah.
In metric.
Or towards the end of grade 11. Yeah.
Nah, I never.
What's like what's an Kabe.
The home.
Oh man.
RIP.
Yeah. I was a more of a social smoker. Yeah. So I never party. Yeah, no. Nikidi again. Like I never had those cravings.
I tried when I was in STEM, like when I was in grade 8, when I got to boarding school. The second I got to boarding school, it's just all the white kids were already smoking.
Yeah.
You will try it boarding school. Yeah, boarding school you will try
I
it.
tried. I think that first month even I got to boarding school, and then I didn't take, and then I just never tried again.
And I feel like with vaping, that barrier, the uptake, it's so much easier.
Yeah, if you I speed hum.
As soon as you try that thing,
and it smells nice.
And
it smells nice. It's okay, Jack. It's okay.
So I think that is the reason. That's where the uproar comes from.
Yeah, it's okay.
Somebody actually, I saw on Twitter. Somebody said, "Hold on." Why is the headline vapes?
Because there were hella vapes.
Hey, like there was a lot of guns.
Guns at school.
Yeah, there were guns
and
in
knives.
high school and knives.
So somebody, hold on. Why?
Why is the uproar?
Why is the headline?
But there's 5 guns in here. But
There's guns in high school.
yeah, that's why.
Which I think is kind of my point, because I feel like there's way other things we could be worried about, man.
Yeah.
And that's why I made the juxtaposition with
the
cigarettes.
guns.
So or maybe it's such a novel idea and nobody really understands this thing that it's obviously kids shouldn't be playing around with this stuff, right?
Yeah, they should.
But I don't remember us.
Yeah.
And it's really like there's the saying,
Yeah.
and that's not the headline.
That's not the headline.
Yeah, no, that wasn't
Why
even
are
the
we so
headline.
crazy over these devices, man?
Yeah, that wasn't even
I feel like I find it weird. I don't know.
No, you are right, because I think with the industry knowledge that I have is that a lot of these narratives, media, are sponsored by what do you call this?
NGOs.
Because there is always a push for
Because there's that bill happening here.
There's a bill, right?
That bill.
Yes. So they are trying to influence the bill.
Yeah.
And then the tobacco industry.
What bill is it?
Yeah, kenyeletsa the vape under cigarettes so
Under-
that they are also banned from advertising.
Yeah,
and,
new regulations.
Okay.
Yes.
And you can't vape in
the
public
house.
spaces.
Public spaces. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, so when those things happen, you'd find that other NGOs are interested in
Lobbying the bill.
and exerting as much tax on that industry as much as possible so that it becomes income for the government. Then the the cigarette companies are trying to push back. So that they can bring in new products that can have new clients. So, which is why you'd find that where the uproar should be about guns, now it's about smoking.
Yeah, it's about the vape.
And it's not in the bigger scheme of things. It's actually the least of our problems in that picture.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It's the least, but it shows you it's just sponsored narrative.
Yeah.
Because,
to be honest.
you know, because even with Hubblies, I remember my mom the one time, I told her I tried to find my brother, he even travels with it.
Yeah, Pusha.
So, to tell you so lead was she was
It's a
gobsmacked.
It's a
And she was convinced it's drugs.
My grandmother also.
Most older people.
That shit looks like fucking drugs, bro.
It's too elaborate.
It does look like
She was convinced these are drugs.
Bro. Now my aunt sees my vape device.
Super power bank.
Because remember to add to Baba Holo. It seems so industrial.
Yeah.
And industrial means it's like it's so powerful.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is this charger?
And
then the Muswa thing over.
a lot.
So can you see like between those generations, they actually think smoking cigarettes is better.
Yeah.
Because it's not mechanized.
That's why then I'm saying maybe it's the novelty.
Yeah.
And that's where the uproar is coming from because people did what key into it.
What is
It's
this?
so
thing?
much investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much investment.
You know, this.
That's about why.
Yeah, it's about what?
And Heinz le musu o mongata ska o tshwana le wa wa ha monne wa kubeletsa man.
Ibile kwa itsujwa ke bontate tsujwa ke bomme bomme ba ke dinifi.
And happy actually, kwaya fe.
And then
ya charge.
They can't process it like in a consumable.
and then ababona liquid okay, it's like ke yona drug ya teng. Chemical dog, and it looks oily and shit.
You are right. Yeah.
Below when I tie straight to the head, straight to the head. You get the raw shit.
And you could differentiate a smoker from a non-smoker back in the day. You could tell we are chayumal ban. But now all of us in the house could be vaping.
Coffee.
The non-wiser. Yeah.
Yeah, the only issue for me is the nicotine addiction. That thing is hard to kick.
Yeah, man.
Like, I mean, like I said, I got addicted to nicotine in grade 12. I still haven't shaken it.
Yeah.
I just moved from one thing to another. I went from cigarettes to vapes. Then I'm not vaping, I'm using the pouch. It's just like, I just
But
can't,
it's nicotine
I
that
can't
you
shake
want.
it.
Yeah.
And I remember I mentioned I was a social smoker, right? When I was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
But on vaping, I
heavy.
hate all the fucking
You
time.
see,
All the fucking time. Listen, I mean, this part of
Like you an addict.
bruh, I can't live without it.
and if you were smoking cigarettes, you'd have to stop what you were doing
Hey,
to go outside
and go outside.
and smoke.
It's
But
a
now
deterrent.
you're smoking on your couch.
Bro,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get stressed the first second, but get that in.
Even when you're not stressed.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's a list just like part of my fucking routine.
I was watching this episode, King David. He was interviewing this other lady, talking about vapes. Vapes was like the main theme of the discussion. And this lady was saying that so she was also saying like it's the less harmful option between cigarettes and vape.
Yeah.
And then Abare, there's this thing they call and then she made an example with like drug addicts. So like if you give like somebody who's let's say maybe who's a heroin addict, you know, fine, you can, you know, go cold turkey or put them in rehab, and then they
Transition
like, a 12-step.
12-step program.
12-step, what. And then she quoted a stat, like that only works about 8% of the time.
Yes.
Right?
The step.
The
Yeah.
success rate, yeah.
And then she says what she finds works better, right, is to, like, if you're gonna take something from someone that he's addicted to, you need to replace it with
something else.
With something. So, or like to wean someone off heroin, for example, you give him another less harmful drug
Addiction, yeah.
that gives him a semblance of the sensation that he used to get from heroin.
That
But
makes sense.
like she finds that they
More effective.
yeah, like there's more success. Like you are more likely to get that person off heroin than telling them to just stop
altogether.
Quit
Yeah, or say
altogether.
Yeah. You are not being
And
realistic.
that way you don't have to worry about the things like, because usually people that are on drugs, if they stop doing drugs, they usually have to stop drinking too, because the drinking is a catalyst.
It's a catalyst, yeah.
You're more likely to fall off the wagon. So you're giving up a lot of things just to give up this one thing.
One thing.
So it's more successful when you replace it with something, and that's how she views the vapes.
Yes.
Like she'd much rather have someone vaping than smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then she made another example about this guy who's like a heavy cigarette smoker, and he was due to go into surgery. And I didn't even know this. Apparently, they can't operate on you if you are a smoker. You have to stop smoking for like a week or two before you can go
surgery.
in. And this guy was going nuts. Like he was like, I can't do it.
Yes.
I can't
Not smoke.
I can't do it. And then and then they called her in to see what she can do to assist. He gave this guy, because the thing that he needs is the nicotine. It's not the cigarette.
It's the nicotine.
The cigarette is just the transport.
Yeah. And then she gave him two things, right? She gave him a nicotine pouch, right, to put in his gums. And then
that's a straight shot.
Yeah. And then gave him a nicotine-free vape. Right? And then because sometimes, like with the heroin usage, sometimes it's not even it's not only about the addiction, it's about the ritual.
The ritual.
Yeah,
You use the ritual.
you get addicted to the ritual.
So like heating up the
It's part of
The process.
Yeah, it's part of it.
It's a whole ritual. And then she understood that with him, it's also an addiction and the ritual.
Yeah.
Because it's the cigarette, you have to blow something. So she gave him the pouch and a nicotine-free vape so that he can be he's smoking.
Yeah.
But the nicotine is not coming from this.
You're
from
tricking the
smoke,
mind.
vape.
You need to trick the
He's
mind.
getting it from the pouch.
And that's how he was able to go into surgery.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, bro.
Isn't it difficult in Orlando? And when you do drugs, they say you're constantly chasing a high, the high that you experienced the first time you ever hit drugs. So now this makes you take more and more of whatever substance you're addicted to. So if you started off smoking one cigarette a day, then one is no longer enough. Then you end up smoking two a day, and then you end up smoking more and more. So how do I trick the reason that I'm now in the situation I'm in is because I'm taking a lot more than what I had initially started off with. So if you want to give me something that is less potent than what I was originally like if I'm taking heroin and you want to give me something.
Yeah, but if you can be close, Ankere.
Yeah, but you must also remember, we are talking about someone who's on a journey to quit something, right?
They want to quit.
Yeah, and then the likelihood of success
is to phase it in.
Is more there than cold turkey. Because that's because already you are saying to yourself, and she also says that sometimes you fall off the wagon, and then maybe someone who used to do heroin every day is now doing maybe heroin once a week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
And she says that's also a success story.
Yeah.
That's a success story. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But
Yeah, for real.
I just think though, the things when it comes to
Sorry, Basalwan in the comments.
yeah, I was gonna actually
She's promoting
no.
vaping.
I mean, I work in that industry because you see, the thing about what people mistake is that people smoke to get the nicotine.
We want the nicotine.
But what is a social, visual representation of smoking is the puffing.
It's the smoking, yeah.
So now, what ends up happening is that we devote so much energy on the
the smoke.
wrong thing, and and then we can come up with a solution like what Modisa was saying. Well, okay, in the bigger scheme of things, Harashaba those vapes, like we are devoting so much emotion, and actually they are not even causing that much harm if we are actually talking about comparing them to cigarettes.
My only issue is that because I understand how addictive nicotine is, I don't want new entrants to this shit.
No, I get it.
Especially kids.
Yeah, especially kids. Especially all over addicted to that thing, all the way 16. Nah, B, that's your whole life.
However,
crack addict.
even with that, when it comes to smoking, just as a burden to health and a number one cause of cancer, it is the time the smoke that causes that. It's not the nicotine.
That causes what?
That causes the cancer and the like. It's not the nicotine.
Yes.
So a lot of time when people,
it's the things you use to take
so the supporting reason for why people want smoking to be minimized is so that people don't get sick from particularly cancer. But nicotine is actually not the cause of cancer.
No, it's not.
No.
What I'm saying is that, but in society, we don't have that level of education.
Yeah.
So what we then do is that we just say everything that gets puffed.
You might even find that there are people who don't even know it's nicotine that they're addicted to.
That's what I'm saying.
But he doesn't know exactly what the substance is that he keeps.
That is
that he's actually
point.
looking for. Because I remember, because mahayeng the vape it's about whole. Especially the disposable ones. Like there's never a time, even to this day, like if I'm smoking a vape, somebody always asks me, what is that you're smoking?
Yeah.
And then when you try to explain to Tamala
and
like it's nicotine. He doesn't know what that is. He doesn't know what that, and then he'll try it, and then
it's that sweetness, whatever.
Yeah, and then it puts him off.
Yeah.
Before the nicotine can kick in.
Before it can kick in.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, you and I are the same. It's just that
our transport is not the same.
It's just that we're not mango ice.
Yeah, we're the same thing.
Yeah. So I think like in society, that's what I'm saying. The level of education is that now you are better. If everybody that smoked today, you put them all on vaping, society will be 100% better.
Or these patches.
Yes.
Yeah. Now my thing is that kids shouldn't be on that shit.
Kids shouldn't be on that shit because anything. Because remember, the issue with addiction, even if it does not harm you, is that you become a slave to it.
You become a slave to it.
You lose time. It takes time away from other important things. Yeah. But it's not a health issue.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just an addiction is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when it comes to smoking, if you are saying your reason for that is cancer, that's a separate thing to nicotine.
Yeah, it's like people who are addicted to caffeine, right? They don't get stigmatized.
Chastised.
Yeah, there's people who get a high of caffeine.
But I also think that the fact that vapes are expensive is also a barrier. It might be a barrier.
Yeah, it might be a barrier.
Because vapes are expensive.
They are.
Because wabana
even today, bro. It's illicit.
So whereas
vaping is expensive.
Most kids don't have access to it.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, vaping is expensive.
Now they steal.
They're stealing it.
Because you need to feed the addiction one
I
way
used
or
to
another.
steal coins.
Yeah.
So now they don't steal coins, they steal 100 rand notes from your purse because a vape is 100 rand.
Yeah. But 100 rand.
And it's not even an addiction, it's just being part of the cool club.
Kaloku so addicted to go.
Yeah.
You start off as doing it for vibes. Next thing you know, you can't function without it. I have a colleague that's just directly opposite from me. She's addicted to vaping, but you can't vape inside the house. You can't vape inside the building. So she inhales it, but she doesn't exhale. Like, I don't know what the fuck she does. So because she'd be sitting at her desk and she'd just be like, and then she swallows the shit, and then maybe she'll she doesn't make, like when you inhale the vape and then you exhale the smoke. She because she's constantly smoking throughout the day, she doesn't want to like set time aside to go to the smoking section to go and smoke a vape. She wants to do it at her desk. So she's just sucking on this thing and then she just swallows and you're like,
I've seen some people do that, but they don't swallow at work actually. And I remember the first thing that I thought wasn't the fact that he's smoking inside the building.
Catch the rest of this episode on Patreon.
The Dojo.